The aviation industry is one of the most globally renowned industries, connecting the world in a unique way, adding immense value to the world economy and facilitating international trade, travel and tourism. Airport facilities and airline services which the industry provides have evolved beyond mere infrastructure provision to complex businesses, producing considerable commercial activities and contributing to the international economy. It is for these reasons that nations globally pay special attention to the construction of airports and the upgrade of its facilities to conform to global best practice, as well as sustain businesses in the 21st century. In Nigeria, available statistics show an increase in the use of air transportation. The realization of the important role air transportation plays in the nation's development has prompted governments to initiate practical ways geared towards developing the industry to globally acceptable standards, despite the catholicity of factors conspiring to stifle growth of the industry.
Airport is the hub of any country. If you want to improve the economy, of course you have to have airports where goods can come in for business and for other things.
Air transportation is easy for people to move about. People who are into business or one kind of trade or the other to move their goods and services within and outside the country.
Delta State, South Nigeria, has its airport strategically located in the Gulf of the South region to contribute immensely to the socio-economic development of the state and neighboring states. Despite being downgraded in 2015 over safety concerns, the airport got the attention of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa upon resumption of office in 2015.
Asaba International Airport was downgraded as a result of the undulated nature of the runway. His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa took it as a challenge because he actually wanted to see that that airport is reopened and upgraded to an international standard. And so he awarded it to a multinational civil engineering company for the upgrading of the runway, the taxiway, and other auxiliaries. And that has been fully completed. Even the landing system, which is the airfield lights, all are now working, and the Asaba airport is fully back into operations.
Their commitment towards making Delta a pace-setter state was evident in Governor Okowa's multifaceted approach to confront developmental challenges that greeted his administration upon resumption into office in 2015, especially with the downgrade of the airport over safety concerns by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. The governor promised not only to make the airport functional, but develop it to international standard.
On infrastructural development, His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa has done much. The roads they have built is wonderful, but specifically on the Asaba International Airport, it has improved the economic situation of the state, and we commend him for a beautiful job. Well done.
The airport is a great asset to Delta State because it will allow a flow of men and material resources, does help to industrialize Delta State.
International airport is key to bringing in investors from different parts of the world. It's committed to building a stronger, a more prosperous Delta State.
Driven by a desire to effectively diversify the economy of the state and deliver an international facility, Governor Okowa paid special attention to opening the state to the rest of the world. The big question is, what did Governor Okowa do differently to transform the Asaba International Airport? The answer is not far-fetched.
The first thing we thought of doing was to ensure that we rehabilitate the place. It is one of the airports that has international airport status complements. It has a runway of about 3.4 kilometers, wide enough, and with vast land. So it's actually the cold room of the southeast and the south-south.
To achieve this, The administration invested considerable amounts of resources to the upgrade of facilities at the Asaba International Airport. The upgrade of the airport entailed an extensive rehabilitation work on the 3.7-kilometer runway and the 1.7-kilometer taxiway, construction and expansion of a ground culvert from 60 meters to 80 meters, making it big enough to accommodate large volume of water flowing from the Iabi River, and also installation of approach lightings which were hitherto non-existent. The administration has acquired and installed the instrument landing system. The equipment will make the Asaba International Airport user-friendly both at day and night, and even during bad weather. These developments have helped it in regaining its license.
We took steps to upgrade our airport, ensure that our runway conform to international standards. You can see that the dividends is already showing. Now a good number of airlines are coming in to take advantage of this facility that Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa has been able to put in place in our state. It means that our decision to upgrade the airport is the right decision.
The airport was not usable. It didn't meet certain standards. So the present government have to revamp the airport to bring it up to the standard where many aircraft can come. And today now you can see it is fully functional.
The upgrade has caught the attention of the Federal Aviation Authorities. The Aviation Minister, Senator Hadi Sirika, shortly after his working visit to the airport, expressed satisfaction with the Delta State government for putting in place world-class facility at the airport. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa was particularly lauded for being a stickler to standards and for ensuring transparency in the concession process of the Asaba Airport.
The best way to go with our airports is to concession them into private hands, to get them better managed. Delta State took up the challenge. They dialogued with us in the ministry and they decided that they are going to concession the Asaba Airport. Here you are after 3 tedious years, being fully guided by the ICRC, and they're able to put this to reality.
This dream, which appeared very tall and insurmountable at the time, is no longer the case, as a lot has been achieved. The airport is not only fully functional today with a brand new runway, but can boast of other facilities such as perimeter fencing, landscaping, as well as a utility hub, which will provide alternative power generating facility and many other auxiliary infrastructures supporting efficient operations. The airport today is playing a very significant role of opening Delta states to the rest of the world.
It's a gateway to every part of the country, national and international. So the airport is developed. It not only serves the people of the state, but attracts others from other states also to come here. So it's a way of capturing investors. So me, I give kudos to Okowa.
Asaba Airport is very crucial. Once the facilities required are put in place, it will be a big leap for the economy of the state. Both cargo aircrafts and commercial aircraft can come in. It will boost the economy.
It's quite exciting because of the development of this airport, and it's quite fascinating to be here today and see what I call the invisible importance of the airport. And I can see that the patronage is increasing. The number of scheduled flights are increasing. It's a growth and it's a process, opening up the flank for the south-south and southeastern passengers.
For the Okowa-led administration, the bigger picture is for the airport to go beyond mere flight in, flight out, but to take over business opportunities that abound in the region by reason of its strategic location, as well as grab huge economic potentials and opportunities in the Gulf of Guinea and beyond.
As a state government, we continue to spend so much funds in the maintenance and growth of the airport, even when we know that the private sector partnership would ordinarily fasten the rate of growth and ensure that the airport takes its pride of place.
Potential concessionaires converged on Asaba to bid for the airport. The senior policy advisor to the governor, Professor Sylvester Monye, sheds light on the importance of airport concessioning while disclosing the modalities for the bidding process.
the airport. It was conceived, designed, and built as an international airport. But the way it's going, we will never achieve that milestone unless we allow people who have the necessary resources and interests, as well as commitment, to take it to the next level. We thought the best option was to concession it to people from the private sector who will not only run it, but also develop it further.
As the government initiates policies to make its dreams of building a stronger Delta feasible, series of meetings were conducted with prospective concessionaires, and the feedback were quite positive, with a major emphasis on the transparency behind the bidding process.
It was quite transparent, and parties were carried along by both the state representatives and the transaction advisors. From the beginning, very beginning of this bid process, we'd like to thank them for the transparency that they exhibited.
I'd like to appreciate the state for giving us this opportunity to be a part of this process. Obviously, first and foremost, as a Delta, I'm quite proud with the way the transaction has been going since inception.
The process was a painstaking one, as the committee had a bid bond between the state government and concessionaires. The draft agreement was strategically reviewed while agreeing on all the clauses before some winners emerged.
Concession is the best way to go, because that way it's developed faster. The cost of bidding is very transparent. At the end of the bidding process, no complaint, everybody is happy. Preferred bidder is happy, reserved bidder is also happy. So we believe that at the end of the period, we would have an airport that we'll be proud of, not just as Deltans, but as Nigerians.
The revenue stream into the state, at least in terms of aviation and cargo, which is the primary focus, will just go right through the roof. 1, 2, it now enshrines Asaba as a hub, as an operational hub in terms of transport, logistics, aviation. Looking at the social benefits, you've got employment, you've got local capacity building, so many layers of benefits to Delta State and the state government as a whole.
Asaba Airport seems to be in a very good location. I think it will meet a lot of needs. But in terms of the big picture and long term, it's a lot more efficient to let the private sector drive the operation of this.
On 6th August 2019, Delta State Executive Council approved the concessioning of Asaba International Airport to a consortium of investors, which covered a bid bond of 100 million, an annual royalty of 2.5% gross annual revenue, and many more benefits. Indigenous and reputable companies were selected to get cracking on the very big ambition of the Delta State government of having an international airport. Rain Oil Company had the bid to operate the tank farm and provide Jet A1 fuel for aircraft. Cybernetics to develop the cargo terminal and logistics center. Air Peace to operate as Anchor Airline and also build and operate an MRO facility and make a lucrative route for the airlines. Menzies Aviation will manage the airport and provide support airline services. Quorum Aviation to build private jets terminal and operate helicopter services for the oil and gas industry. Abico Construction Company to develop and manage the business park. Over 28 billion naira is expected to be pumped into the airport development by the concessionaires over the next 3 years. The concession is for a period of 30 years with annual concession fee of 100 million naira payable to the state government, escalating by 10% every 5 years.
We want an airport that would have improved significantly and tremendously with all the facilities that most modern airports have. Not just the terminal building, but you have an MRO facility. You'd also be able to do cargo as well, which is key for us because of the location of Asaba vis-a-vis the southeastern part of the country.
The only way we can get the best of this venture is to ensure that we have a partner from outside who has the experience, who has the knowledge, and who has the understanding of running an airport. And I think that it's the best thing that can happen to that airport right now.
Inviting private sectors
who are best managers of this size of businesses. This will go a long way in bridging the gap and raising the standard.
Smart Delta. Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Come live in Delta. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and wealth creation in Delta. Make the youth say them higher. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola.
Mindful of the fact that a functional airport is a catalyst for local investment and development, the administration made deliberate efforts to acquire large expanse of land to accommodate future expansion and developmental needs. This is an addition to already existing 2,000 car park facility, a terminal building of 15,000 square meters, and a runway big enough to accommodate both the Boeing 737 and 747 as well as the Airbus series. An 8-floor control tower equipped with modern navigational and communication gadgets. This is in addition to the upgrade of facilities such as fire service machine to optimize the operation and secure the aircraft against all hazards. These infrastructural achievements were identified as a big boost by investors.
The airport has been given a kind of international facelift that have met up with the global standard. It will definitely boost the economy of the outer state. Even the neighboring states will also enjoy from it.
I saw it when it was not functioning well. And I can tell you, since the rehabilitation, I have flown to and from this airport twice. And what I see now is a tremendous improvement.
I was impressed by what I saw at the airport in terms of the upgrade. Initially, I even thought it was federal government that did it. And to know that the state government that has done that, our states are not irresponsible. Give them sufficient powers and resources, they will do well for their people. So and that's what I saw there, justify our take.
With these in place, Asaba Airport in Nigeria is already hosting international flights. A proof of this is several international flights that brought in athletes from all over Africa for African Athletics Championship AAC tagged Asaba 2018. The Egyptian national football team landed at the airport as well as several international flights for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
The experience was very good. The controls were very professional coming over here and the landing was very smooth and the runway is very good. The greeneries are, you have very nice views in your country and this is a pleasure to be here today.
As a son of Delta State, flying from Asaba to South Africa, it gives me great joy, to see that this has been achieved. I congratulate the governor.
All of these would aid its upgrade to Category 8 and Category 9 from the present Category 6 airport.
Smart Delta.
The rehabilitation of the airport will no doubt create greater employment opportunities for young Deltans. The benefits to the state are enormous, ranging from adding to its urban renewal drive and tourism potentials, which have created positive psychology in the minds of Deltans.
Having an airport in a state has a lot of benefits. We all know that it is one of the fastest means of transportation. It adds value to the states in terms of the economic system.
It's like a relief to us because the runway is functioning and it's safe. It's in perfect condition, so it's okay. And I'm proud of my state for that.
To me, Asaba Airport is near for me because from Oka it's easier to access Asaba than Enugu.
The Asaba International Airport has all it takes to drive businesses in the 21st century with fast and reliable delivery of goods and services. The Asaba city is beginning to see the value of expanding in and around the airport, thereby making it an airport city and thus attracting more commercial development.
Most of these towns, Asaba is the center. We believe that we needed an airport to make Asaba and Delta State the hub of economic activities and this is that the airport is well patronized. We decided to make it international so that we can as well use it for business. And today, you see almost everybody in Anambra, in the southeast, they are patronizing the Asaba airport.
The impact can never be overemphasized. Asaba have an international airport. It's going to help the state economically. Delta State is going to move forward with it. We are very happy with what he's doing.
If you look at the state of the airport today, it's international standard. It's a good thing. It's going to generate more revenue to Delta State.
Professor Sylvester Monye, Senior Policy Advisor, took Smart Delta Media on a guided tour as he offered insight into some specific features of the new Asaba International Airport.
We have so many things to offer. For us to become a gateway, we need to develop our tank farm.
Nothing succeeds like success, like they say. And this is the classic case with Asaba International Airport. Its good stories are attracting other airlines. The latest to begin flight operations to and from the airport is Asman Air.
We are so happy to be here. The runway is okay, everything is up to standard. We are committed to safety and on-time departure. This signifies the starting or the taking off or coming into Asaba and our expansion program.
I'm very, very impressed about what I have seen so far, and I am more convinced that we can be able to do night stop here. We are convinced that all the facilities are ready and are working, and we are going to get all the necessary support that we require in order to have an aircraft night stop in here. This is indeed one of the best airports that I have seen in the whole of this country. So the governor has done very well. Well done and congratulations.
4 stable airlines are coming in. Arik is kicking off again. You have Asman. United Air is also coming in. There's a stable flight operation, 7 days in a week. Thank God we have everything in place to be able to withstand the pressure we're receiving from them. You have one of the best fire stations, and that's exactly what they demonstrated during the canon welcome. So we are ready to do everything to give the passengers smooth operation.
What we have witnessed here is the landing of the maiden Asman aircraft to Asaba Airport, and this goes to show that the Delta State government have put top-notch facilities in place, not just to boost the economy, but to build a stronger Delta.
This is our first destination in the South-South. We are happy to be here. We heard about the challenges. That is why we decided to come today and inaugurate this flight. And based on what you have seen so far, we are very happy. The airport is national airport. We are happy with the standard. My captain here also did a wonderful landing, and he said the airport is perfect and very well. We have all the facilities are available and working.
Following these developments, Smart Delta Media has been to the airport to sound out the views of those whose economic life revolves around the facility. Take a listen.
Many people travel from this airport to so many places across the country. It has really done a lot for us.
Rather than traveling 1 hour or 2 through the dangerous roads, we can now fly directly. It's a good development.
Airport taxi drivers have also keyed into developmental strides by transporting passengers to their different destinations.
The airport is taking shape. Let me say a year and a half back, I'm not be able to meet up to target. There are a lot of cabmen in this airport, but at least now everybody is going to work perfectly. If you don't meet up with the first flight, you meet up with the second flight. Except you are not serious to work. If you are ready to work, you can't say you won't get to work. Everywhere is good. People are coming down. We have more than 4 flights a day.
This cab work is giving me more than I can get in our office. For instance, now some days we make more than 10,000, we make 20,000. At least we are growing thanks to Delta State government, and we expect more of this.
Various business stores were quite ecstatic about the smart working environment since the rehabilitation of the airport.
The rehabilitation of the airport has created job opportunities for Deltans, and myself included. I've greatly benefited from the proceeds of the airport.
The rehabilitation of this airport has really created job opportunities for people. I was jobless for like a year before I got this job here. And not only me, others out there, Deltans and non-Deltans, that are working, both the security men, the cleaners and all that. So it has really created job opportunities.
A major economic index for our people is the access to air travel. Thanks to the Okowa-led administration, the state can now boast of a functional airport that is serving as a hub to the southeast and other states in the south-south.
Come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do you better. Run, come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them higher. Okowa, I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta, say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.